Good afternoon, everyone. Ads here from Unity Trading Group. It's an absolute pleasure to be back with you on Monday afternoon for our daily update, first daily update for the week, actually. So I'm interested to see how BTC and the entire market plays out over the course of the next, 5 days. And of course, the other 2 days on the weekend, we are active in the Discord. So make sure you're involved. All of our links are down below in the description. If you like what you see, shoot us a like. And if you'd like to follow us, give us a subscription as well. It does help us out a lot. And if you think anything in this video or anything in our previous videos is of value, please share it around. It helps us out a lot too. So BTC, we are having a bit of a flurry as we speak right now on the chart. So it's an interesting one. I'm going to get rid of the previous level of demand we've got sitting there, and we're going to really break this down and see where we need to go, what areas we need to reclaim to really see where we're going to go over the course of this week. So the first one that really springs to mind or really calls out is this nice pivot point we've got here. So we bounced off our trend line to create the trend line, actually. Got to 16,400 over the course of the last few days, and now we've been rejected off that level, and we are starting to see a movement towards the 16,400 now. So what I'm looking for at the moment, I'm looking to reclaim this area for BTC before I say, yes, we're going to continue to the 16,650 area of supply, just up the top here, above the current price, to really test that daily level of supply. So that daily level, if you zoom out a little bit, it is of decent size. It is very much the right size for a level of supply. And if I scroll back towards this level here, this supply is very important in the way of it was formed on a very significant pivot point. And not only that, it did spark the downtrend that we saw from 17, roughly there, 17 towards that 5,800. So there was a massive sell-off over the course of a couple of months that resulted from this area, from this retest of that level of 16,650 towards 17K. So a very interesting one that we need to push through over the next little bit. And BTC needs a hell of a lot more volume than it's got at the moment to really confirm that we are going to see that. Now, the volume is the next thing I wanted to talk about today. The 4-hour volume, I've got the 4-hour volume chart or our indicator on the bottom here, and you can see the volume spikes as of late. It's been quite significant over the last little bit. However, we are seeing a decreased volume amount over this Monday, should I say over the weekend, should I say this Monday, and we are edging closer and closer towards this very short-term level of supply here. So if we can move through this and head towards 16,650, it's going to be a good scenario for the BTC bulls, let me tell you that. But on the flip side, of course, on the daily time frame, we have been quite overbought for quite some time now. It's been a while since we haven't been. We've been overbought since roughly the 19th of October. So it's been over a month now, nearly over a month now, that we've been in overbought condition. Since then, we've gone from 11,250 to around 16,400. So it's been quite a significant run with no real pullback. So something like, if BTC, hypothetically, did something like that, pull back to the 50 or the 61, we're going to get a sharp move back and then a movement to the upside. That would be very healthy for a trend like this. However, we haven't seen that. So I'm keeping it very cautious. I'm treading lightly with BTC on a higher time frame scale of things. I have been taking some trades on a 4-hour time frame where we picked a little bit up off the 50. And we are seeing what this does since then. So we are looking for this 16,400, 16,450 very short-term level of supply to be pushed through if we get some more volume into this. And we are looking towards the macro scale as well for our volume to increase. But it is painting a very bleak picture in the way of volume, for BTC, where we have decreased for quite some time now over the last week or so, especially on this 4-hour time frame. So it's going to be interesting. In short, looking for this supply to be held or pushed through. That'll confirm really a move towards our 16,650 area of supply at the top, which is a very high quality daily supply, and if not, of course there are fib levels underneath us to really confirm which direction we are going to head towards if we do break this trend and head towards the downside. So looking for some confirmation of that supply, which we are edging very, very close to at the moment. ETH USD, I'll continue. The next one, we did have a bounce off this level of demand, and it's been pushed through. However, it's a little bit skewed in the way that these work, because we have drawn the demand off this candle body. So you could extend it down to the bottom here and extend it to the top, which would give you a little bit of a skewed input, or skewed level there, should I say, looking for the words. But in any case, seeing the same sort of reaction for ETH USD, and it does have a little bit of a ways to go in the sense of its levels to reclaim. So the first area that I'm looking towards would be this 460 area, which we are edging very close to now at 455. So if we get a retest of this 460, this liquidity area here, which of course is far extending to the left-hand side there, if we do get that retest, we could see this sort of scenario happen where we push through this level. I'm going to keep it the way it is. So we did push through it. So we did clear out most of the buyers at around that area. So if we can hold this level here, or if we can get some short selling happening around that 460 area for ETH, we could possibly see it decline down to 435, which was the area, admittedly, that we were looking at late last week. So still on course for Ethereum, unless we get some volume into this market. Not looking great either on the volume side of things. And of course, there's some daily overbought conditions there as well on the steamroller indicator. So very, very reliable indicator for ETH on a daily. Last one we'll have a look at tonight. Recording this nice and early for you guys so you can get back from work and have a quick look. But in the way that we were looking at the DXY, and of course this is a Monday, so we did gap down, fill the gap on a 4-hour time frame. We are sitting underneath the liquidity to the left-hand side, which is denoted by this area of demand, which we have pushed through. So we are sitting well below this area here. We have made a lower low. So if we get some movement towards the upside, the 61 could be the area to look for at 92.88. And that'll be the decider, honestly. It'll be the decider if we come up looking for the words tonight. If we come up and get rejected there at the 61.8, we could push down and retest our nice level of demand there at 92.25. So that's what I'm looking at for the DXY. The real thing with the DXY at the moment is we've made a lower low. We have made new structure below the structure that we had last week. It didn't hold this level of demand here that we were looking at for a lower high. Of course, high, lower high could have initiated the push back up to 50. However, we didn't get that. We got the lower low as we opened lower and we pushed low today in some of this volume that we're seeing. So we are retesting this level of supply, even if we don't push through it. And we move straight down to the 78.6, this 92.38, that could be an area that we're looking at the moment. However, the DXY is not faring too well with the opening of the market this week. So that concludes our update this week. Obviously, the regulated stuff is not financial advice, just ideas and opinions of Team UTG. We've got the disclaimer coming on at the end of the video anyway. Like I said, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you can. Helps us out a lot. You can find all of our links, the link to the Discord as well, down in the video description. And I'll see you tomorrow night for our live session. Yes, we'll be live tomorrow night on YouTube, Twitch, and we will be live on Facebook also at 7:30 Melbourne time. That's AEDT time, 7:30 p.m. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.